Buffalo's coming up this week. We will talk about the Buffalo Bulls a little bit. 52-7, though, on Saturday against Fordham. I will say that based on what I heard from this game, the one thing that hit me going forward, it's less about this game, obviously, because it was a game that turned out as we all expected, but it's more about working some things out, figuring things out going forward, is Marquis Stepp and his performance against Fordham. A lot of people would like to see him with his hands on the football.
Yeah, I think that Marquis Stepp just put his name there on that number one running back spot. He stamped it there pretty good in my mind. I mean, we talked to offensive coordinator Matt Lubick today, and he was asked that question. He said, yeah, we're still going to rotate guys, but I think you saw that Nebraska, actually the two transfers that came in that have played a lot of college football already, made an impact. And Marquis Stepp, he had a great day. It was funny, too, because we asked him yesterday, when's the last time he'd had that many carries? And he said it was back in high school, back in Indianapolis when he was in high school. So, yeah, he was happy. And the thing I liked about Marquise's running style is that everything is downhill. Everything is a positive gain. He's falling forward. He's not falling backwards. And he runs with some authority. And, he racked up some yards. And I think, if you're looking for a bell cow, I think Marquis Stepp just put his stamp there on that number one running back spot.
18 carries for 101 for Marquis Stepp is obviously is anticipated that a lot of people carried the football in a 52-7 game, and so they did run it 65 times. But again, everybody got their handful: Sevion Morrison, Marvin Scott, Jacques Yant, Ramir Johnson, everybody we've talked about and seen a little bit of. Gabe Ervin, of course, was the starting running back against Illinois. He had 6 carries for 17 yards, but it was Stepp definitely that took it away from everybody else with 18 for 101 with a 19-yard long carry. Our guy Allen is commenting in the chat that if Adrian Martinez throws the ball against everybody else like he did against Fordham, then we're in good shape. How much of that do you think was Fordham versus how much Adrian Martinez really took some strides?
Well, what it was complete night and day from the Illinois game to the Fordham game, where over half of his dropbacks against Illinois, he was pressured and was forced to move out of the pocket. Against Fordham, that wasn't the case, and you saw if the offensive line can hold up and keep any kind of pass rush off you, then Adrian has all day to throw, and he looks like $1 million. So, yeah, it looked all good, bells and whistles there, but I really wasn't even happy the whole first half, because unlike a lot of people, I'm down there on field level and I can see what's going on, and the sheer size discrepancy between the two teams was just amazing. And Nebraska kind of struggled that whole first half until right at the end that, Jojo Doman bailed him out with his first interception of his career. And Deontay Williams got one of his two. And Nebraska should have been down at halftime. They should have been trailing in this game at halftime. And I really was, in my mind, I was kind of disgusted by the way they played, just because what I could see out there that, you're way bigger, you're stronger, you're faster, and granted, Fordham had some players. They had a few guys that were really good players, but that first half, they got off to that slow start. But then once physics did come into play, they're in that midway through that second quarter, and then you saw it in the third and fourth quarter that Nebraska wore them down, and they could do anything they wanted to against them at that point. But there was a lot of good things to take out of it, and there was a few bad things to take out of it. But more on the good.